What's going on, everybody? So I just figured since Baggers and Brews live ended, I would go ahead and jump on because not tired yet and slightly intoxicated. And does anybody know why my GoPro will work as a webcam whenever I am on somebody else's live stream, but not my fucking own? I'm the only one in here, so it doesn't really fucking matter who I'm talking to. Um, Hey, there's Brad, and it still shows 0 people watching. Hey, Brad, jump in here so I can talk to somebody. And there's Fat Glide, and it's probably one of those nights where Keltfire has to work nights, ain't it, Fat Glide? I cannot talk to myself that long. That there ain't no way in hell I can talk to myself that damn long. I need somebody to jump in. Fat Glide, Brad, somebody. Just not ready to go to bed yet. I'm pretty sure you two are the only two fucking watching, so I'm gonna send the link to Monkey. Hold on, goddammit. Well, sending a link on Instagram is kind of fucking weird. Through the computer, at least. And neither one of you two have fucking clicked the damn link yet, so. I knew she either had to work tomorrow because, it's not an actual holiday for most places, or she was working tonight because I hadn't seen her in the Baggers and Brews, but I think you were in there, Fat Glide. I'm not really sure. That was 5 hours ago. Fuck, I've drank a beer or two since then. Holy shit, there we go. We got one person in here. Thank God I'm not talking to myself the entire night.
What's up, buddy?
We wouldn't last very long if I was talking to myself. I mean, I've deleted one live stream because I was on there for 5 minutes and said, well, there's 7 other rider or moto vloggers going live right now. I'm like, okay, well, I might as well go and just jump off here and join one of those. So,
Oh, I hear you. How's the weather down there?
probably negative something by now. It was -1 earlier and jumped back up to 0, but it was 40 earlier today. That's a 41 degree temp swing. I'm like, this fucking sucks.
I think when I jumped on Bert's live, it was -10. And then with the wind chill, it was like -41.
The
And then
last
at
time
one
I
point,
looked, apparently it was 0 with a feels like of -24, and we're still loading for right now. So it's
oh my
-4
God.
with a feels like of -30.
Yeah. I ran out to the truck. I had left something out in my truck, and I just throw my tennis shoes on. That
Now
was a bad idea.
I pulled the wife's car out of the garage, or wife's minivan out of the garage, and put mine in because if we go anywhere, it's going to be in my car. I guess kind of fucking sucks.
But the worst part is, funny part is, I mean, like next weekend it's supposed to be like in the 30s around here.
It's
It's
supposed to be in
just
the
this
50s here.
Arctic front. Yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah, I can ride on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve as long as the fucking weather holds out.
Well,
Or
here's the worst
the
part.
rain holds out.
Yeah,
Because it's
I
supposed
think
to
we got like,
rain from like the 28th all the way through the 3rd, I think.
we get like, they said 4 inches of snow, but you can't tell it because it's cold, but we've had like 50-mile-an-hour winds. It's blizzard conditions. I mean, they've told everybody don't go on the roads because there's a tow ban, and they're not even putting the salt trucks or the snowplow trucks out on the road. There's no point in it.
I used to drive a tow truck, and I've been called, hey, you're not allowed to tow. I'm like, not even if it's somebody that's had a wreck, not unless the state police call or county or city.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, at least I have that going for me. They go, what do you mean? I'm like, well, we're the first call for county or state in our area, county and city. So at least I have that going for me.
Hey, the good thing is I'm within walking distance of the liquor store.
I am not. Well, I am, but I'm not because it's a mile and a half. That's definitely walking distance, but in this weather, it's not fucking walking distance.
I'm
Making me go to your room.
230.
I will be right back. I gotta get a kid some cereal.
Hey, what's going on there, Fat Lad? Oh, this stupid thing. I enjoy getting on these live streams on my iPad, but Fat Glad I can't watch the comments and I can't type in the comments or in the chat.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah,
So
no
it's
worries.
still just the three of us.
Looks like it. I was just telling Fat Glad I love getting on the iPad when you do these live streams. But what sucks is I can't watch the chat and I can't type in the chat when I'm on the iPad, when I'm actually in
I
the
understand
stream.
what you're saying because I mean I can't do it either without pulling up
Yeah.
another window. So I mean I can whenever I'm the one hosting. But like earlier when I was on Baggers and Brews, I couldn't. I had to pull up a separate window for the chat.
Yeah. No, it sounds like you got a hell of a nice trip planned there.
It's going to be a 2-week trip at least. I should still have it up if I can figure out how to do that shit again. Window, there we go. The 8th through the 10th there in Cave-in Rock, which is a Saturday morning I would leave. It's not that far down to visit Dallas.
Yeah, he's down in Columbia, right?
Yeah, he lives around, or actually, I think he actually lives in Columbia. It's only like a 2 or 3 hour ride, so it gives us plenty of time to hang out for a day, ride some roads around there. And I picked Tallahassee down here just because it's a full day's ride by normal standards. 10-hour day, 8-hour day by map, so probably a 10-hour day in the saddle. St. Petersburg, I have a buddy that lives there. And then Key West, just because it's Key West. If I'm riding that far down into Florida, fuck, I might as well go the rest of the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Jensen Beach, which is where a bartender I used to drink beer off of lives at now. A friend, we'll call her friend. I called her bar mom. because she took care of me, gave me a place to crash, all that shit.
I was down at Fort Lauderdale last week, and I tried to get a hold of Monkey. I messaged him, and he never got back to me. So
I had probably busy at that point. Then Charleston, South Carolina is my next stop, just to get me through the state, get me through Georgia and South Carolina. I plugged in Charlotte, North Carolina, again, just so that I can check off the state. And then Independence, Missouri, which is around about where Droop lives, and then Tazewell, just because of the back of the dragon and all the other writing around there. So,
yeah.
But if the dates are approximate, obviously. I may not spend the 3 days in Jensen Beach. I may not spend the 3 days in Hog Rock, 2 or 3 days in Hog Rock, but I have to be in Ohio at some point, and Columbus. So if I actually go to Columbus, I can hang out with like the damn it. I knew him a second ago. Damn, what the hell's his name? He looks short. He rides a Dyna. Apparently, his wife tried to pull his man card because he was too scared to ride in cold. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, you threw the name out. I'm drawing a blank. It's like
not McStash.
Not Toby.
Not Toby. Toby's in Kentucky.
DDK?
Not DDK. He's in Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck is his name? Son of a.
I don't know.
Hold on. It's going to take me a minute because I got to scroll through 100.
You scroll. I got to reload.
I got to scroll through 130 people to. I just have one YouTube channel. It's called Guns. I can't think of anything they've put out in the last couple of years. God damn it! There's a short round
channels
guy.
I follow because you get on a live stream or something, and so you want to support the. You want to support their channel, so you hit subscribe, and Jesus, now it's.
Well, I refuse to unsubscribe to any gun channel that I'm actually subscribed to, even if I don't watch their videos very often, because gun channels are few and far between anymore. All right, somebody please help me out. Does anybody help me out yet? It's just still just the three of us, so absolutely not. God damn it. Dun Life.
Oh, Travis, my Dun Life. Did you say Dun as in D or gun?
Travis Dunn.
Yeah, Travis, yeah. I don't know why I kept thinking Travis is like up in Canada or something.
The main reason I remember that he's always on Scouse's live stream is part of the reason why you think he's in Canada.
Yeah.
But the reason I thought of him was because he's around the Columbia area. So is Her Two Wheels. So, and he's, actually, I think he's met up with her at an event. because they go to the same dealership or some shit.
Hmm.
So I was like, fuck, Columbia. Why the fuck does Columbia ring a bell?
So, with your little excursion to Florida and back, it probably counts out coming up to the ABATE this year.
It does. But it is still on a short list of things to do.
Yeah.
As long with Tennessee Music and Motorcycle Revival, obviously in Tennessee, at Loretta Lynn Ranch, which always looks to be a good time.
Well, let me ask you this: how far are you from? That was the name of that place. I'm having a brain fart. God damn! On the Mississippi up there, the
St. Louis?
no. Farther up, the biker bar.
Oh, I'm 6 hours away from there.
I mean, they can make it a weekend. They got a campground there.
Well, I plan on doing that at some point because, well, not because, but I'm in a Snapchat group full of people that go to Hog Rock, and one of them said, "Hey, if anybody ever plans on riding the river road to wherever hell," I'm like, "If I ride the river road, I'm doing all the way to Poopies."
Yeah.
He goes, "Okay, let's fucking go." I'm like, "God damn it, I didn't need that level of encouragement because now I have to do it." Which it was already a plan anyways, but now I have to.
Well, if you get a date picked out, let me know.
Absolutely.
I
was like,
I can.
I told him, I was like, we're gonna have to make a damn weekend out of it, like a whole weekend, like Friday to Sunday morning, leave there.
Yeah.
He goes, okay, that's fine. He's a power liner, so
There's a couple other really cool little places when you get up that far. You're still in Illinois, but
back.
Psycho Silo Saloon.
You are one of 3 people watching right now, so thank you. You got you, Fat Glide, and if the third person would comment, that'd be awesome. So I can say hi to you too. Because I know it's not me or Brad that's the third person.
Where's Jack at? He's always on these.
Jack wasn't on Baggers and Brews much tonight, though.
I saw him pop in, but he
popped in a few times, but
yeah.
I don't know if I pissed him off in the last live stream I was on because I was a little bit drunk for that, and I don't remember 100% of it. I remember hitting go live, and I don't remember a goddamn thing after that.
Well, it must have been a good live stream then.
Well, I was drunk when I started because it was an open bar at the local VFW for the officers and their dates, officers and employees and their dates. I was the bartender all night. I didn't have
to. Job, but somebody's got to do it.
No, everybody can literally walk back there and get their own damn drink. But last year it kept one of my date's husband was the one that stood behind the bar for the 4 hours that we did it. Because my date's husband was my wife's date. My wife is a VFW auxiliary officer. I'm a VFW officer, so we didn't need to bring each other. So we invited a couple friends.
Okay. Makes perfect sense.
I started at live at 11. I was supposed to start it at 8. So I was 3 hours fucking late. Or I started at 11 your time, which is only 2 hours late, but still. But yes, I did start drinking before 2. Not much, but I started drinking before 2.
Now, you know what they say, it's noon somewhere in the world, right?
Well, it's beer 30 everywhere.
Unless you grew up in Wisconsin, then that's breakfast food. So,
Well, it's beer 30 at that point.
mhm. I can literally remember being in college, didn't have any milk, so you'd pour a
How
bowl
drunk
full
were
of cereal.
you there, Fat Glide, if you don't remember the time? I mean, what does that say about you as a person instead of me as a person? Sorry, I got to pawn it off on somebody, right? I thought I started on time, but also I haven't really looked back at the video. Somebody commented on it the other day. I went, "Oh yeah, I did do a live stream last weekend, didn't I?"
I would have jumped on. I saw the notification, but I had my grandson's Christmas concert
Program.
thing to go to.
I think
Yeah,
it was
so
only on for 2 hours, 3 hours. So it was a short live stream in comparison.
well, it's funny. I was on the Discord and chatting back and forth with Bert there for a while, right before they did the what at 5 o'clock or 5:30 they did that little Christmas thing. He's like, yeah, I'll jump. Because I said, was anybody doing a live stream tonight? He's like, oh yeah, I think we'll do one at 6:30. If anybody hangs around, what the hell were we on there for, like 4.5 hours?
That was on there for 5+.
So we're 5. It's like, holy.
Well, see, now I got the notification that it'd be live in 30 minutes, and it was before 6 o'clock that the wife decided that she was done watching TV, and she handed me the remote. I turned on the TV, and Packers and Brews is live. I'm like, well, that's a little bit quicker than what it was supposed to be, but that's fine. I jumped on and started bullshitting, and then he asked, who wants to jump in? And I was sitting there waiting and waiting. Well, fuck it. Nobody else wants to jump in. Send me the link. And he did. So
I thought about it, and I'm like, I've actually been kind of watching my phone. I got a really good friend of mine ended up in the emergency room today with a
shit.
hematoma the size of a softball. And so, having gone through what I went through last year, I've been kind of helping him along because he's just freaking out, and his wife is just a basket case. I'm like, well, okay,
Well, that kind of happens for those type of things. So,
well, and so what I went through. He didn't have the prostatectomy like I had. They didn't take it out, but they go in there and they redo some plumbing type shit, and he's just had a hell of a time. It was over a month ago. Well, got up this morning and blood, so ended up in the ER.
fact, right, at least one of us was. I mean, you weren't on, but at least you were sober. I was nowhere fucking near it, man. I figured out why earlier this week because I went back into the VFW and we were talking about the Christmas party, and one of the gals goes, "Yeah, you were mixing your drinks a little strong." I'm like, "Oh, how strong was I mixing it?" She goes, "Well, you took the pourer off and you filled your pint glass at least halfway full before you poured any soda into it." Okay, I guess I'll take care of it.
Yeah, that might take care of things.
The first I remember the first drink I drank was a beer, or first two I drank was a beer, and then I did Crown and Dr Pepper. I poured it right the first time. I poured a double the first time, and then after that, I remember pouring the pint glass half full or better. She goes, there was sometimes where it was 2/3 plus full. I'm like, okay. No wonder I was feeling pretty good, and actually don't remember leaving. I remember my wife coming to pick me up, but I don't remember what actually time I left. So I may have actually been late to the live stream, but
Hey, you made it though.
I
made
I
it.
showed up at some point in time. my wife said, I was really surprised at how late you stayed on your live stream. I'm like, 3 hours ish. It's not bad for being fucking shit faced drunk when you start it. So, and then drinking more throughout the night.
Like pineapples.
I seen that. No, there's no pineapples involved with the VFW.
I don't want to know where pineapples came from because
Well,
I only
you
know
know
one
what
thing about
pineapples are,
pineapples.
right?
I do. Uh-huh.
Well, upside down pineapples really is the main thing. But
Mhm.
yeah, we don't deal pineapples at the VFW. We don't deal pineapple paraphernalia at the VFW.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got for upgrades this winter you're going to work on?
I got to do a stereo at some point, but I got to have the radio flashed, and I don't fucking hate the idea of paying $75 for them to hook up a damn computer and go, okay, it's done.
So you got the Harley head unit?
Yeah, I don't plan on changing that because damn good. I got the GTS, so it's the newest version. It's kind of hard to beat that. I mean, it's waterproof. It's got GPS built into it and all that shit. So I know I don't
When
run
I
into places where I don't have signal very often, but having built-in GPS and not just Android Auto to your bike is going to be better.
Is that subscription based though?
No,
Don't you have to pay for? No,
no,
that's
it's just
Indian.
it's just like
That's
a
right.
GPS unit in your car.
Yeah, the Indian. That was the thing I remember some people really getting wound up about because if you buy the Indian, you have to pay a subscription for their GPS.
I didn't know that.
Hmm.
That makes me even more happy I didn't go to Indian.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with the Harley head units, but all the people I hang out with, the guys they build custom bikes.
Hey,
And
Outback,
Andy,
if you're still in there, since I haven't met you before, if you want to jump in, that'd be great. If not, say fuck you and send the middle finger. I don't give a shit.
but no, when I bought that 20, I bought the Electric Glide Standard because I knew what I wanted to do. I didn't want the Harley head unit. That's like a $1,200 ticket item if you look at your invoice.
Yeah,
And I could get a
honestly, if
Sony.
they would have came out with a Rogue Glide standard, I may have went that direction and just did a cam job in it.
I have had that conversation with more people. Why doesn't Harley make the Road Glide Standard the same they do as the Electric Glide Standard?
I honestly, it's probably gonna. It might be one of those. Let's see, 2000. It was 2020. They first came out with the Electric Glide standard, right?
They brought it back. They'd had it years
Well,
before,
I
but then they
mean,
just
the actual the new Electric Glide standard, the
uh,
M8, the
19,
solo seat,
19,
the no radio, shit like that.
18 or 19 is when 19 I know for sure they had it.
19.
I'm thinking they came out like 18,
So this
17,
is 3
18.
years. So they may decide, you know what? Either we're getting rid of that, or they're going to roll in the Road Glide.
Well, but
My
why not?
opinion, of course, my opinion doesn't count for shit because I don't know shit.
But why don't they give you the option? But you don't, like to me, my friends, that's what they do. They build bikes. They do competition stereo bikes. So I didn't have to worry about any of that crap. But I could buy from my buddy Andy the Sony AX7000 head unit for what I pay $599. You're getting tagged for $1,200 on a Harley head unit. I could
Yeah.
put ground zero competition grade speakers in and 800-watt 4-channel amp for less than what you had just in the head unit.
Yeah.
I didn't need that.
See, it was the Fat Glide. I 100% agree with you because the Street Glide sucks. But
It's got to stoke the fire, don't you?
everybody has to. And I've actually owned both, so I feel that I have room to talk
I've had them
over
both.
most people.
And I think Monkey did a good job. He did hit some pretty good points. For me, my body type, my torso, the Road Glide things are too far away.
Well,
Plain and simple, but
I'm
that's
the
me.
same height as Monkey, but I feel that the Road Glide's a better fit for me because I feel everything's too close on a street glide.
Yeah. So it's all personal preference. I don't
Yeah, exactly. But I'm still going to
go
give you
down.
shit for choosing the
No,
wrong bike.
I'm still going to give you shit for getting the wrong damn bike. No, I'm with you though. I like to pitch shit to hell. I got a couple of nephews that they got their crotch rockets and all that shit. And I'm like, when are you going to grow up and get a real bike? You live in Milwaukee, for Christ's sake. You're an embarrassment to the family. you know. But
See,
at the
now
end of the day, I don't care. Ride what you ride.
I'm looking at factory 47 bars for the next set of bars. And I really want a set of 16-inch bars.
I tell you
Because
what, those 16s that Burt put on those tabs look awful nice.
they did, but I've contacted Tab about a maybe sponsorship before, and they go, no. Okay, well, I haven't grown much since then, so there's no point in me contacting them again.
Well,
I
if
might
you're
as well
looking
try
for,
Factory 47, which I haven't seen a sponsored video from.
yeah,
I've
I
tried
mean,
Dominator Industries, is where I got the last bars from. I paid for those bars. And the reason I paid for those is, well, not the only reason. The main reason is because I couldn't find anybody to sponsor the video, but I'd had their bars before. So I knew what I wanted, but on the 15 Road Glide, I bought 12s, measured them out to 14s. All right, this is pretty fucking sweet. I got 2 inches extra and actually fits me better than what 12s probably would have. So this last time around, I ordered 12s and I got fucking 12s.
that's the problem. There's no standardization how each company measures them.
Well, no, they were both the same fucking company. I think I just got a mistake order on the first one.
Probably could be put the wrong ones in the wrong box.
But I kind of, now that I have a little bit more people that watch the channel, I want to contact them, and because I contacted them before and they said, "Oh, we'll offer you a $25 discount." I went, "All right." I started looking. I'm like, I can find them for $30 cheaper on Amazon. So that's really how I went. Because I really didn't want to order 14s and get 16s and then have to change a bunch of shit. But now I think I'm going to try and get in touch with them and say, hey, how about a set of 16s pre-wired? Because
Well,
that's an option for them.
the question you have to ask is it 16 to the peaks or 16 to your hands?
These are miter cuts, not peaked. Meat hooks.
Either way. Okay, but I mean, that's the question to ask is, well, when you say 16, does it go from the top of the bar or the cross member piece?
Well, these are
here?
miter cut. These are 90-degree cuts.
Right, I get it, but that's
not
the problem. People don't know.
Not
right.
an up and back down. So
right,
it'll be, if I get 16s, it'll be a true 16.
Right, that's what people don't understand though. They order a 16, but they don't understand how the company is measuring them.
Yeah.
So, you think you're getting 16s, you end up with 14s or 12s or some stupid thing.
Hey, there's Dummy. I mean, HDAV. Hi, bud. How you doing?
Get down here, Jack.
How's Jack?
Get down here, Jack. You always got to give me crap and guilt me into getting on these.
I should have waited to post the link until after he goes, I don't have the link.
Jack, Fat Glide, you guys get your ass on here. Somebody needs to look at my ugly mug.
Hey, there's Monkey. Well, you know, brother.
TJ, come on, TJ, let's go. Get on here.
Hey, there's one.
TJ needs to get on here so I can give him some crap.
I mean, I sent Monkey the link before I sent anybody else the link. So, oh shit! Holy hell! He actually clicked the
Hold on,
link.
buddy.
Oh, hell, there he is.
There he is.
I didn't realize
Hey,
you're on. I'm over here like finagling a video.
I
Is
got a
it still the
bone to
Twisted
pick
Tea
with you.
video?
TJ, I messaged you. I was in Fort Lauderdale last week,
I'm sorry.
and you never
Go.
you cut me down.
I'd have met you. I'd have met you too. Well, last week I was home last week, wasn't I?
I know
Yeah,
you were
you
home.
were.
That's why I messaged you.
When did I
Hey,
get
let's
back?
meet and have a-
I got back from India last Saturday or something, right? So I didn't have a brain in my head, but I was home.
So
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Jack just has to show off, you know, sitting in the garage in front of the bike.
Yeah, right.
with the stocking hat on, and it's like what 60 degrees.
No, it's like 20 here.
Where are you at?
Well, that's like
Texas.
T-shirt weather.
I really need the TikTok sound, you know, the violin playing right now.
Oh, world's smallest violin.
Yeah.
What part of Texas that it's 20 degrees?
Austin.
Oh shit! Is it that cold? My sister lives in San Antonio. Is it that cold
Yeah.
there? Well, obviously it
Yeah.
is. You guys got the same weather, so damn.
Yeah.
They're gonna be freezing to death, and my sister doesn't do the cold.
So it's
That's pretty
minus
weird. You guys
41
get
here.
that low, isn't it?
No, I think I think tonight's supposed to get into the teens. Like I'm dripping the shower head, so that way my pipes don't freeze. So yeah, I know you don't. Hey, TJ, you look up at these two. They're like, you motherfuckers. Oh man, what
Hey,
a big
dude, if
fucking
you
problem.
have
Look at
proper
this
insulation in
shit.
your house, you don't worry about dripping the shower head. I mean, TJ knows. I mean,
Well,
Lewis.
my sister's house was a restaurant built in the 1930s. I bet you they need to do some shit right now. They're gonna have
Well,
problems.
yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
my house was installed in '97 because it's just a modular,
Yeah.
double wide modular. So I don't call it built; I call it installed.
Mm.
Well, it's seriously, I don't know why the whole country didn't go that way, because modular in a lot of ways makes a hell of a lot more sense than anything else we do. Like,
It does, but I also would rather build a house to my damn specifications as opposed to this fucking. I've got a decent sized house, but it's just fucking laid out stupid.
yeah,
Mm.
that wouldn't work down here. Hurricanes aren't real kind to anything that isn't made of cement. You know,
Mhm.
Mm.
I've got 2,700 square feet.
damn.
Damn.
Yeah, like I said, it's decent sized,
Huh.
but it's just laid out stupid. I mean, I don't have that big of a living room. I'd rather have a huge living room or a huge master bedroom, but I don't have either one of them.
It's real cut
Like-
up.
Yeah, it's just the layout's stupid.
Yeah.
Now,
It's like
the-
2,000 square feet here, but the house, when they built it, it was kind of a funny story. When we came to the subdivision, we had signed a contract on a house that was maybe 10% smaller than this one.
Mhm.
And everything's in order, financing's done, and I think we were supposed to close in like 7-8 months or something, right? They still had to build the house. Then all of a sudden they called me 30 days later and said, we'll give you the bigger house and this and that for the same price if you can
Mm.
close by November, which was like 60 days away.
Mm.
And I was like, I can't close in 60 days. I don't have the, you know what I mean? Like I don't have the money. I don't have this. I don't nothing.
You don't
Yeah.
have the
I
down
still had a
payment and all
lease that I
shit.
was paying for it. And everyone in my family was like, figure it the fuck out when the world hands you something. Like, just be broke, be poor,
Mhm.
pull everything out of everything. Like,
Mhm.
do whatever
Get rid
you
of a
can. Like,
motorcycle, damn it.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't have all the bites at that
Well,
point.
I
And
understand that.
I had to work miracles, and I mean down to like 36 hours before closing. I was still sweating, going, "Can I move this from here to there to, and yeah." And then when we closed, I still had to pay the lease on the old house for like 5 months, which was so basically I had 2 mortgages for 5 months, which is damn near kill you. But the deal ended up being one you could not pass up. So
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree, TJ.
it was hard though. It was hard for a
it
while
sucked.
there, like
Oh,
a lot of ramen noodles.
This house, we looked at it and we wanted to buy it whenever we were looking for a house down this way. It was on the short list as well as the house that one of my buddies ended up buying, which I still give him shit. Oh, you fucking bought my house, because it was number 1 on the list, because it was out in the middle of fucking not really nowhere, but you had neighbors, but there's still like 3 acres, 4 acres, something like that. Had a section of woods behind it that the owner would give you permission to hunt in, shit like that.
There you go.
And that's the house we really wanted, but they wouldn't do a contingent offer because they already had one of those fall through, and nobody really looked at the house at that point in time. I'm like, okay, well, hopefully we sell our house quick. It took damn near a year for us to sell our house.
Really? Jesus.
But this was before COVID, well before COVID. And given the location of it, away from everything, I understand. So I lived in a town east of Arcola, Illinois, and I had the biggest house in town. There's only 14 houses in town, so it didn't take much.
Right.
So, hey, TJ, I know you talked about the Rot Rally earlier and everything. When was the last time you went to the Rot Rally? Where have you ever been?
Have you been?
Yeah, but it was 20 years ago.
Hey, Fat Glide, I don't think we can be friends, bud. Just giving you hell, bud. I'm just giving you hell because
call me Fat Glide. Call me,
man.
I'll hang with you, Fat Glide. We're good.
Well, I mean, we gotta like Fat Glide because Fat Glide's married to Kelp Fire. So I'm sorry, Fat Glide, but we like Kelp Fire a whole lot more than we like you. Okay.
Everyone feels that way about my wife too. They just tolerate me.
Hey, TJ, did you see what Kelp Fire and Fat Glide got me for Christmas?
Oh yeah, that's cool, man.
I mean,
I saw it. It was cool.
I get the Harley drain pan for one, and the tank cover and the fender cover.
Oh, cool.
And I've never met these people in real life, so now I have to.
TJ, is that a damn cupcake on your head or what?
Yeah, Kelp Fire made this for my wife.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably why it's a little small for us.
I really want the beard. I really want the Viking hatted beard thing that you.
No, yeah. Did you see that? Yeah, So mine actually has horns and a beard, but it's heavy and it's hot. So I thought it'd be more fun to be a cupcake. This is the wife's, and then the one for the little one is a unicorn with a horn, but it won't fit on my head. I almost stretch it out because my daughter will kick my ass if I ruin her hat, and she hadn't even seen it yet. But that's hot too, so I ain't putting it on my head.
No, TJ, the Rot Rally now, or at least last year, they don't have it probably at the Travis County Expo where you went to.
Yep.
It was out in Bastrop. And of course, the day that they had it, I think it's like the same weekend as Laconia, which is in June. Well, it was 100 freaking degrees that day that they had the rally.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really want to.
Well, this was a multi-day deal when we went forever ago. Yeah, my brother-in-law was a vendor.
Yeah, it still is.
Okay.
It still is, but it's just not as grand of a scale as it was. Now, I think the Travis County Expo, where they've had it for years, that expo center is getting renovated a little bit. So that's probably why they didn't have it there. So
One of my favorite rally stories the year we were there. My brother-in-law has a booth. He's selling T-shirts. He's a designer, and for just a couple years, it's one of those things where he was really successful.
Hold up. YouTube royalties in here now. Drew,
oh shoot.
Oh, he's home.
brother?
He got home today, I think.
Oh, good.
Well, see, now I didn't know he went back to the hospital, so now I feel bad.
Yeah, I didn't know he had. Yeah, what was going
Oh,
on?
there were messages being forwarded all over the place and stuff. So I only knew from others. But
I'm part of the Baggers and Brews Discord, so I should probably have known, but I don't check that very often at all.
he's not home yet. Oh, I thought he was supposed to be home today.
Well, so there's no
I will
excuse
be
not
right
to
back.
get
I
out
got
of
a
here.
kid needing attention.
So TJ,
he's
how
still
far
in
are
the
you
hospital.
from? How far are you from Margaritaville Resort?
Go to mine.
The one in Lauderdale?
Yeah.
50 miles.
Okay, that's where we were at.
Yeah, about 50 miles away. 50 miles, but about an hour and a half, hour and 45.
I don't know how you could get around in that town. I was never so lost. We got out of the airport, and then I couldn't even figure out what direction we were going until I saw water.
Yeah, that's all you got here. The state. Somebody said recently, like, they sent me a message saying, what body shop would you recommend? My bike was wrecked. I'm in Florida. I go, brother, it's 13 hours from the top to the bottom. You want to narrow it the fuck down just a little bit? Like, where in Florida are you? Like, that matters,
Honestly, it's cheaper to buy fucking replacement body panels.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, dude,
part of it, which is
I said, dude, I'm not. You're gonna think that I'm trying to pitch Brad Van Black, but I swear to God, like, he's like, I got rear-ended. I go, well, if you got a wrecked rear fender and bags, you can save your deductible, buy a Dominator fender and stretch bags, and probably walk out with no cash investment and have a customer in color matched. Like, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Because a Harley painted fender is going to cost you twice what Advan's fender is, and bags also, and all that. And, you save the deductible and blah, 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 and get a customer end out of it. But I think the order already been placed, or I don't know. But
hey, Drew, brother, I really hope you get to feeling better.
Yeah, get yourself better, Drew. You fight, my friend.
But also don't go home before you think you should.
yeah,
I understand the holidays are coming up, but don't do anything rash. All right, brother.
Oh,
I know
Drew's not going to do anything rash.
Go into the hospital because it was your daughter's birthday, but Christmas, I don't care, bud. Stay in the hospital until you absolutely can come home.
I think she'd probably like to have you for her next birthday too, shithead.
And the next Christmas too.
Yeah, so just sit there and take your medicine and behave yourself.
So is this still from the front butt situation?
Yeah. It blew open.
Like I knew it was swelling, but it's always been leaking, but
infection.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't play around.
There was an abscess in there, and that, yeah.
That's what he went in for?
Yeah, he had an abscess in the opening, and it blew open on him.
Oh, Jesus. That's not good.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, just take care of yourself. That's all we really care about.
Yep.
Honestly, as much as we love your videos, your lives, if you never make another one, as long as you're healthy, we don't give a shit.
Bullshit. You owe me some videos, motherfucker. You get better so that you can entertain my ass.
I knew it was coming. I was just waiting to hear from you.
You owe us more laughs. You do as you're told so that you can make us laugh. Like,
do what they tell you, Drew. I screwed myself the first surgery last year and thought, I'm good. Yeah, I wasn't good.
You weren't good.
Listen to him.
I think I screwed myself after the first surgery, and the first surgery was in October of last year. So The Marine Corps birthday was November 10th. I'm not a Marine, but I have several buddies that are, so I drank with them on the Marine Corps birthday. And apparently, I tried to pick one of them up after he fell over.
And you
And
had
I
back
was
surgery,
still non-weight
right?
bearing at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's good. That's a great idea.
I tried, but apparently the bartender yelled at me before I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't contribute that to my problem because the doctor didn't notice that it wasn't fucking healing in January. That was 2 months later.
So it's the doctor's fault. Got it.
I'm blaming
Right.
the doctor, but I still
Yeah,
can't get a
okay.
damn lawyer to take the case. So
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know
Hey,
what
I gotta
what I
reload.
always like to say is I feel like everyone thinks they're a fucking doctor, and every time someone says, "Well, this," I always just say, "So did you learn that in medical school?" Because if not, I kind of feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. So, like there's very few things where I think like you shouldn't have an opinion about. You shouldn't have an opinion about medicine. Like there's a lot of training and schooling and this, that, and the other. You probably shouldn't have an opinion about the law either because there's also the same kind of thing. But dude, everyone's like,
you don't want a
well,
barracks lawyer running around?
do what?
A barracks lawyer, the one guy in the barracks said, "Oh no, the drill sergeant can't do this, the drill sergeant can't do that."
Right.
You can sue him for that. I'm like, dude, you signed up for the fucking military. It's your own goddamn fault. Fucking deal with it.
My dad said there was a guy that had declared himself of the alternative lifestyle in 1968 to get out of going to Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all like, it's going to take a long time for those papers to clear. And my dad was like, he's like, I'm surprised he survived because everyone knew he was lying. He's like, everyone knew he was lying. He's just trying to get out of going to the war. And so the DIs drug him around like with a leash on, introduced him as Private Peter Puffer to everybody on the base, like just tortured this guy. And finally his papers cleared and he was out. But he's like, that was just brutal,
I'm trying to figure out how to share the album of the X-rays so I can pull it up on my computer easier. But let's see.
Isn't present the button?
Well, no, it's on my phone still. It's not.
Oh, well, just hold it up to the camera.
All right. See, there's November. God damn it.
Yeah, I see.
It's nice and straight. The hardware looks good. Flush to the bone. And then January is not so straight. You can't see how flush to the bone it is.
It looks like the bone deteriorated.
It really does.
Yeah.
But apparently, that's part of the healing process and blah, blah, blah. And
you didn't drink enough milk.
Every lawyer has told me so far.
That was your problem, Buster. You didn't drink enough milk.
Yep.
No,
right.
Honestly, the surgeon told me after the first surgery that my bone density was good, even a little on the higher side. Good. It wasn't lack of calcium. It was just a freak fucking accident.
Well, if you need more blood flow, you should have asked him for Viagra.
Right.
I don't need that. So, well, maybe I do. Depends on if you ask the wife or the girlfriend. Jokes. Please didn't hear me. Please don't hear me.
So this is kind of a cruel thing, but one of my best friends that I work with texted me this morning and says, "Hey, never guess where I'm at." I'm in a restaurant. What? We're in blizzard conditions up here. He's like, "No, I'm in the emergency room." I'm like, what? So 6 hours later, he's still at the hospital. Going to be there overnight. They've got 3 tubes going through his wee-wee because he has a hematoma in his bladder. And they're trying to He has a hematoma the size of a softball, which I don't understand. So me being a smart ass, I said, well, make sure they don't mix up your pain meds and give you Viagra by mistake. Probably shouldn't have sent that message.
I think they messed up his meds.
His wife texts me back, will you knock it the fuck off? He's in bed with tubes and starts laughing. And whatever he did, it knocked the little sensors they put on you to monitor your heart rate and all that crap.
All right, so,
So
now I have
the
to worry
machine
about Jack falling
flatlines it.
asleep again.
Uh-oh, here we go. So yeah, the heart rate monitor flatlines. They all come running in, think he's dead. Here he's lying because I sent him a text about getting Viagra instead of pain meds.
I was with my dad at the VA probably last year, waiting to pick up his prescriptions. He's sitting over there, and I'm waiting in line. So, you know, the screen, his name comes up and everything. And there's this old brother standing at the window. I swear to God, this guy was 117 years old. He was like standing, and he's screaming at the pharmacist, not because he's mad, because he can't hear shit, going, "Don't forget my Niagara." He's saying Niagara, like Niagara Falls. I need my Niagara. And the whole line is dying laughing, going, he's going to die. Like, what is this guy doing? No, my Niagara. He's screaming in the window. Whole hospital's rolling laughing. And they give him his bag. He's like, you have a good day now. And he turns and walks. I mean, like, this guy was ancient, and he had gotten his Niagara. You want to make sure he had it before he left.
But you know what? They'll only give you 8 of those at a time.
Well, he wanted his 8. He wasn't leaving without them.
So
Hey,
when
Brad,
I got out of this,
the other 3 of us are younger, where you don't have to worry about that. So,
well, your time's coming.
I think this guy was a World War I veteran. Like, this guy was old, and he wanted to make sure he had his Niagara.
we've got we actually have a World War II veteran in town. One of what is there?
Yeah.
Less than 100 left anymore.
Yeah.
Well, definitely less than 1,000 left.
I was in Munich damn near 10 years ago, and it was fun. I was sitting there on the plane going from place within Germany, and this old man gets on. He's wearing a Marine Corps hat, and as he walked by the row, I said, oh, hell, we'll be okay. There's a Marine on this flight. I always like screw with old Marines just for fun. And he just started beaming, smiling. And he's like, I've been wearing this hat for a week in this country. Nobody's noticed. I said, that's because they're terrified of Marines. From the last time you were here, they don't want to talk to you about nothing. And he started rolling, laughing. Like, he was just proud as hell and walked away. So I told Dad that story, and he was like, you probably made that man's year. Just,
Probably made his life. I mean,
yeah. They don't talk to Marines in Germany. Last time you were here, they didn't go well.
They fucked it up a little bit.
Yeah, right.
And same with the Army. I mean, but yeah, it's one of those things.
You've traveled.
Can't say much to them, but you also can't not say much to them.
Yeah.
Especially since your dad was a Marine, so you have to give another Marine shit.
Oh, I always say, my old man was a DI. They're like, Jesus. I'm like, well, it was an interesting childhood.
I didn't have very many friends.
Well, no, I had tons of friends, and they all loved my dad because he was funny and everything else. But at the same time, they would be like, yeah, we're going to this concert. My curfew's at midnight. And they're like, asking me to stay out till 1. I'm like, no. Like, oh, come on, it's farther away. It's going to take us a while. It's over. Ask me to sit till 1. I'm like, I'm not asking to stay out late. And they're like, just go ask him. And I go ask him, come back, go, now I have to be home at 10. Just because I asked. Like, you not know how this shit works? Like, You
should have figured it out by now, because I've asked more than once.
Yeah, I'm like, I know how this works. My curfew is midnight. It's not 12:01. It's not 12:03.
Actually, I hadn't heard that, Fat Glide.
Oh, really?
So, TJ, you travel a lot. I mean, you get over to Europe. The younger generation over there, do they still have the respect for the U.S. and the military for what they did back in World War II?
It's weird in Germany. Yeah. I mean, I used to go to Europe a lot. Now my responsibilities are Latin America and Asia Pacific, so I don't go to Europe that often anymore.
Hey,
But
are you all hiring?
yeah, no, it's not as glorious as one might think. But
I'm getting tired of working third shift as a primary fucking thing. So
I work all shifts. That's the thing. Like it's like the morning, the night, it's
yeah, but
never ending.
you can also say fuck it in the middle of the day apparently and go for a ride for 100
Yeah,
miles.
yeah, I can. That's
around,
true.
come
But
back.
it's what is it? Your master is a little different, right? Because I can go for a ride during the middle of the day, but I also have gotten phone calls at midnight where I have to get up and deal with whatever the issue is. But I mean, I have friends that are from Germany that are, in their 30s or whatever, and they carry a guilt nationally. Like it's illegal if you make the sign, if you do the whole hand up thing in Germany. I'm not gonna do it on camera because people will screenshot that shit. But if you do the hand up in Germany, there's a prison sentence. You're going to jail for doing that.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's like they it's serious there, right? The neo-Nazis and shit they've got in Germany, like it's a thing.
Now we're really going to have to worry about Jack falling asleep.
No, I think we'll be all right. So
It's going to be the second time. So
Last time somebody talked to me like that on camera, you were a girl. This was like college age. What the hell is this? Are we snuggling? Like,
the last time he talked to me like this on camera, he passed the fuck out and was snoring.
Okay.
So
Okay, hold on. I will, not that there is an excuse for that, but I do have reasons. TJ, I was yes, I know.
not an excuse.
I went
reason.
okay. I went to the Lone Star Rally in Galveston, Texas, and walked around the rally all day. And it's not hot in Texas, but it's still, a little humid in Galveston. And even though I grew up in the Houston, Galveston area, when you don't live in it all the time, it gets you. And I'm not going to lie, I'm trying to get better, but, I'm not the, healthiest person as far as my weight goes, okay?
I'm with you.
So I was very much tired and physically hurting when I was in this hotel room in Houston, Texas on that live. So I said, I'm sorry very many times to Busted. Sorry for doing that.
I'm going to still give you shit no matter.
I know. Hey, it's all good.
I'm sorry.
If that's the worst thing, you know what? Hey, it's all good.
I
It was
mean,
still a great time.
Memories.
He passed out and
Yeah.
he started snoring, and we were like, okay, well, we're just kicking him out of the live stream.
Get him out live.
While I jump back, jumping back in. All right, well, he's still breathing, so we're good.
It's just like were you worried if it became a snuff film all of a sudden? Like,
Well, the way his head was, because he was laying like that and down into the pillow, I'm like, did he suffocate himself? Or so every once in a while we pop back into the live stream and make sure that we started the snoring. After a minute, we kick him back out for a second, kick him back out for a while, check on him about every hour. Because he never fucking moved.
Well, then also I was watching the Astros win the World Series that night too. So I leave, because I couldn't get for some damn reason I couldn't get the fucking TV to work in the hotel room. So I'm watching so I had to leave the chat so I could go to my phone and turn on YouTube TV so that way I could watch and see how the Astros were doing. So that is my hometown team. So I had to check and see if they were going to win. And of course, they won the World Series that night, actually.
While you were asleep.
No, I was actually awake for that. I was woke up for that. So,
TJ, when are you heading up to Sturgis? What dates?
I'll probably leave. When does the rally actually start?
The 31st.
Third.
Well, the
3rd through the 13th.
Sorry, the 31st is the first day of pre-rally.
Yeah. So I'll probably leave for Sturgis on the 28th, Friday. or 27th maybe. So 1, 2, 3.
Which you can work from your rig on the way to and from. So
Yeah, I mean,
I
like
know
if
it's
I
not
arrive on
ideal
the
because you
31st,
can't
that'd
work
be good.
because you can't
Yeah.
work that much, but you ain't got to take a full day's vacation for every day that you travel.
Right. I can drive well, I'll probably do honestly is leave the evening of Thursday the 27th and just get a few hours in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then drive all day the 28th, all day the 29th, all day the 30th, and then a few hours on the 31st. So it'll be like a 5-day, but not really, you know what I mean? Like, because there's a KOA at the Georgia line that's not very expensive, and it's easy to just pull in, plug in power, not sewer or anything, you know.
Let's talk
I
about
think I'm going to
Jackson
head up
Horton.
to third.
Third,
Yeah, but for me, it's only pit stops, bathroom stops, gas up once, 9 hours. I can
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah, he's in Iowa, so I mean he's just a little bit closer than you, TJ.
yeah, it's 2,500 miles each way. I had someone saw a YouTube channel not that long ago say like, "Well, I just can't imagine trailing your bike to any rally." I'm like, "Motherfucker, you live 1 day's ride from Sturgis." Like, it's like it's
Yeah.
you know, I don't know,
Yeah,
man. There's a lot of judgers out there, you know.
wait till it's one thing when you hit 40, then you hit 50.
Yeah.
And then you hit 55. It's like, you know what? Screw it. It's all about comfort.
Yeah.
You want to ride it? Great, ride it. I don't care, but
Yeah, go more power to
I'm
you,
about
but
comfort.
I'm lucky enough to be where I'm somewhat centrally located. Yes, I'm far from the West Coast, but there's not
Closer
much
than
that goes
me.
on out that direction.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm 1,200 miles from Sturgis.
Yeah.
I'm 1,200 miles from Daytona.
Yeah.
So
So it's
I'm
2 days of
roughly
heavy riding on the
1,000
bike.
to Laconia. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
I
That's
just
the
think
three
that I
major
think we just
rallies
got
that
to
I can think
stop.
of.
I think we got to stop judging each other. We got to stop assuming we're all coming from the same place, going to the same place, and we all own the same shit. Like, you know, I talked to a young man who came out of New York on a Sportster and rode to the chip and was tenting it. And I said, "So where do you pick up 90?" He goes, "The end of my fucking driveway." Like literally, he like gets on 90 and just stays on it for 3 or 4 days. He goes, "It's mind numbing." But he was 25 years old. So he
made the
rode.
ride. The one time he made the ride.
Yeah. But everyone who does it from that sort of distance, every one of them says, "I ain't doing it again." Like, you know, we were at the Powder House 2 or 3 years ago, me and my wife having dinner, and these 3 Latin dudes were in the next table speaking Spanish. And they said something about Miami, and my wife leans over and says in Spanish, like, "Did you ride from Miami?" And they said, "Yeah." And she was like, "How was it?" And they switched to English, and they said, "Awful. It was a terrible ride. I wish we'd never would have done it. We're already dreading the ride back." Like, because it depends on where you're coming from. It's 2,600 miles from Miami, and it's a terrible 2,600 mile. It's not a nice ride. Like, you've got Chattanooga. You got about 65 miles of, oh, wow, this is pretty. The rest of it, you're just like, someone put a bullet in my head. Like, it's just mind numbing. Just, like, it's not.
My 1,100 ish was fucking, it sucked.
It
But I'll
does.
say I did it the first time.
Yeah.
After this, if I can afford to buy a damn toy hauler and afford to drive out there, fuck, I'll do that. But I wanted to ride the first time.
So these are the people who talk shit. This is my experience. Those that talk shit. The first category is they aren't even going. That's the first group. The first group that talks shit, they're not even going to Sturgis. Like they just want to talk shit. The second group is they can't afford a toy hauler, which is fine. That's totally fine. But they wear it as a badge of honor. Oh, I ride. Well, you ride because you don't have a choice. It's not because you're better than me or whatever. And then the third group is they live 500 miles from the rally. Like that's the every time. Like I don't know, or I'm sorry, there's a fourth group. The fourth group is I'm retired. I can take 3 months to get there.
Like your dad.
Yeah. That's like literally.
And
I
he
don't
still
know a
trailered
single
there, didn't he?
person. What's that?
And he still trailered there this last time, didn't he?
He went to St. Louis where my family all is, which he does
Yeah.
every summer. He trailered to St. Louis, but then he rode from St. Louis to Sturgis.
Oh, okay. I thought he trailered from. I knew he did a big ride. I thought he wound up back in St. Louis and then trailered to Sturgis.
Yeah, he did. Was that this year or last year? Yeah, he did a 2,500, 3,000 mile loop out west and back on his bike, but he trailers to St. Louis because when he
Family.
leaves, it's typically still cold up there. And when he comes home, it's cold up there. So he trailers to St. Louis and then rides from there or whatever. But again, if you can take 12 days to get there,
Welcome back,
okay,
brother.
fine, whatever, like, but I don't know a single person who lives in my area who gets on their bike and just goes
Fuck it, I'm riding.
2,500 miles flat out in 3 days and then rides 2,500 miles during the week they're there and then no one has that story, like,
Honestly, I rode up there I think it was right around the 1150 mark, 1100 mark. Whenever I got there the next day, I rode to Rapid City and that was fucking it.
yeah.
That's
I
because
didn't
you're
want
on
to
a road
see the
glide.
bike, but that was my only form of transportation.
Yeah.
But also, I wasn't really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The bike has supposedly it's a CVO seat off of a 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's also not horrible. It's not stock seat. It's not too hard. And then the next day I met up with, oh fuck, now I can't think of his name. Guy that was camped right next to me at the Buffalo Chip. He goes, well, hey, I'm going to ride Spearfish, Iron Mountain, and Needles, then Iron Mountain tomorrow. If you want to ride with me, I'm like, fuck it, somebody needs to show me around because I'll be fucking lost quick, fast, and in a heartbeat. So I rode with him. And then he goes, well, the Badlands ain't really worth it. I'm like, well, I've never been, so to me it's going to be worth it. He goes, okay. So we rode out to the Badlands the next day. Then he ended up having to go home, and I met a whole nother group of people. If I had never met, I'm still friends with 3 of them because they were the ones that were camped right next to me. If I hadn't been at the Buffalo Chip, I never would have met these people.
Yeah.
I have friends for life now. One of them knew somebody from where the hell they lived around the Tampa area, I think. And she literally lives in South Dakota, just on the opposite end of the state. But she had friends from the Tampa area, and so now I have friends down there. I can hang out with them. And they were staying at a person's house that literally lives on Main Street, just like 3 blocks down or 2 blocks down from everything. We showed up the first day and she fed us breakfast, refused to take any money, fed us dinner one time. One of the other people staying there fed us dinner one time. We ate breakfast there every morning that we showed up, and she refused to take any damn money because the people we knew were staying there. She was charging them to stay there, but she wouldn't charge us a damn thing. And the people that were staying there were going, that's fine. We're paying for our friends to be here. So I have friends, well, military, I have friends all over the damn country anyways, but now I have friends everywhere that ride bikes, it seems like.
That's kind of
I
how it
wanna
is.
try
There's
and
a
get
lot
out
of
there.
people that they go to Sturgis, they make friends, and they only see them at Sturgis, but they see them every year, you know, and that's their best pals, you know.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back so I can see these people, Mondo and God damn it, I hate trying to think of names on the spot.
Oh, you
But
can't. I'm with you.
Mondo Man, and I cannot think of her name. Shelly.
Well, while he's thinking, TJ, you still have your drone, TJ?
Say that again.
You still have your drone?
Yep. I very rarely use it, but I've got it.
I want to try and get out a couple days early so I can at least get some drone footage to put something together, at a later point. That's one thing I did last year. I went out on Tuesday, so I was there 4 days ahead of the official start, and met up with Ryan, Full Throttle Hog,
Mm-hmm.
and Dez, and that was actually the most fun because it wasn't that busy. I got a lot of video, a lot of footage stuff I wanted to do, and then could enjoy the weekend, which was the busy part. And I didn't have to worry about trying to get shots and all that fun stuff. So, but now that I've got a drone, I want to try and incorporate some of that into some of the videos. And
It's hard because what I always want to do is I want to do the campgrounds and stuff, but they don't allow it. So if you fly your drone over the chip, you can get thrown out. You know, even
really?
even having a media pass, they're like drone stuff is. It's really, I feel like it's really more about assholes flying them over the crowds during concerts and are afraid they're going to take somebody out. Like, do that. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I wanted to just show the campsite, and they're like, nope, can't do it. So
I have one video that has drone footage on it, and it obviously I'm not monetized, so I don't have to worry about the whole making money off of it. The Part
Right.
107 license, any of that shit. And I didn't think they would let me fly it because I walked up to one of the security guys. I'm like, hey, I looked at the rules. I'm like, I've read the rules. There's nothing about drones. Can I fly my drone? They go, well, we've never been asked that question before, but what do you plan on
who
doing?
told you that?
I just plan on going up and doing a circle of the campgrounds.
At the chip?
No, this was at Little Sturgis, Kentucky.
Oh, okay. I was say because in the chip, the rules clearly state no drones.
Well, I didn't have a drone back then, so
yeah.
But
and the funny thing, truthfully, about the security people at the chip, they have no idea what the rules are. They were hired. They were hired from 2 states over. They don't have any idea what the rules are. You can't really trust anything any of them tell you. You just kind of hope you get away with it.
See, the Hog Rocks has the same rules. Absolutely no drones.
Yeah,
and it's again because people will fucking zoom heads and
try
to line in on naked bodies and whatnot. Honestly, I just want to send a drone up, do a 360 of the campground, and bring it back down because I just want people to see a layout of the campground. See where I'm at that point in time. So then, judge where they need to camp at, where the main stage is at, shit like that.
So as long as you are not monetized and you're not making money off of it, you can get a what they call the Part 44.809. And if your drone is less than 250 grams, you don't even have to register it.
Correct. And I'm pretty sure I'm not saying shit. Never mind. I didn't say nothing.
So right now, the only drone in the market that really meets that requirements that I know of that's going to give you good quality videos is the Mavic 3 Pro. But if you buy the extended battery pack, then you're going to be over the 250. Now, if you're going to be monetized, you're going to put something in your video on YouTube. You got to have 107. So,
see, now I done decided if I ever make it to this point to where I am monetized, I will put out 2 videos and one would be monetized, the other would be non-monetized, and I'll put a link in the monetized one to the drone footage.
Well, for me, it doesn't matter. I just bought a $90,000 spray drone, so I got all that crap to deal with.
So
But at least I
what I
got
understand is the argument that, the whole point of oh well, it's you're monetized, you're making money from the drone footage. There's an interesting argument that could be made that says I'm not making money from the drone footage. I just happen to have drone footage in my video. So these channels that are drone channels, where that's all they do is the Panama Canal and they're drone channels. That's all they do. Then that's pretty easy. But if my channel is about me and you and bikes and this, that, and the other, and I happen to have 5 seconds of a flyover, am I making money off drone footage? Like, no one's watching the video because of that.
No.
So
I understand what you're saying.
You're exactly right. That's the gray area. So that's where you
Right.
can get by with the 44809 certificate, which you can do online for free for 15 minutes and you're done. And you're legally good to go. You don't have to spend $150 or $300 taking the class to get part
and
107.
days of studying and a 6-hour exam. And the thing is too, though, the FAA is not looking for channels like ours. The FAA is looking for channels that's just about drone footage. Like,
you have to be careful because the new drones, if you upgrade, so like my DJI Mavic 3 Pro, I'm still running last year's software. If I do the upgrade, it will automatically send a signal to the FAA where you're at.
yeah.
Whereas
So
I can
just
get by
dropped a
without that.
link to
right
the
now.
one video I have with drone footage. I still have the drone, but I dropped a link to the one video I have with drone footage, and it's literally 20 seconds worth of drone footage, and it's going straight up, does a spin, and comes back down. Actually, you don't even see the come back down. I edited that part out.
But TJ, you're exactly right. There's a lot of people don't understand that. You don't have to spend all the money and get a Part 107 and go through all that hoopla if you're not making money off it. You're not monetized on your YouTube channel. You're not selling the footage for advertising or anything like that. You're just doing it for fun, for
So-
personal entertainment. And that's what it boils down to is, I'm doing this because it's entertaining to myself. It's that gray area. Well, who in the hell's going to enforce it? You have to use some common sense. If you're going to launch it, get the Fly Before You Fly, that little app, and you tap on that app. And it says, if you're in restricted airspace, it's going to tell you whether you can launch or not. Use your head. If you're by an airport, don't launch a drone. Okay, that's a bad.
Well, mine won't launch unless it can. It knows where it is, and it's a Mavic Air 2S. I don't know. Yeah. And the app won't take off if you're in a place that it can't take off. It knows where it is. So
same thing here. Yep. It won't launch if you can't.
But I've heard of the FAA calling people and contacting them saying, "Hey, you're in violation." But it's the people they're contacting is their whole channel is nothing but drone videos, like flying over, whatever. That's all they do, and so it's easy to find. If you put 5 seconds of flyover in a video that's 15 minutes long, they're not going to find that.
Well, and so it's deceiving because there's a lot of bad information out there. So what I do in my world, I work with farmers, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of farm ground next to the airport. And so I can still launch my drone and fly the field because I do imagery analysis and some high-end stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to get permission first. Don't just launch it and fly it. Or in our case, with the DJIs, it won't launch. But if I get permission, I can still launch. I've flown the fields right around the Waterloo Airport, which is a regional airport. So you can do it. You just got to use your head.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't need to get the Part 107.
Well, these people get like 6 million views on a video where they're flying over the Mississippi River, or those old abandoned, what are those pilot houses or something in the middle of the Mississippi, and they're cool and they've been abandoned for 100 years. And these guys fly out there and they get 6 million views in a video and then go, "The FAA called me." Well, yeah, MFer, like you you made a massive video that probably paid you $25,000 in ad revenue, and it's nothing but drone footage. Like, you know, I'm just guessing, but I would imagine a 6 million view video pays you somewhere around 20 grand. I don't know.
You know, at least beer money, at least, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's all I really
I thought
know. YouTube is beer money.
That's what it is.
I mean,
I thought it'd be fun to get out to Sturgis, you know, a few days early, and when it's not so busy. If you wanted to get some footage of this spot, that spot, you know, Ryan and I had a blast a couple days. We just bopped around, and you didn't have the crowds, and
Yeah.
when all our other friends showed up, you know, we weren't dragging them along. Oh, wait, stop! We got to get some footage here, or we got to videotape this. No, we could just do our thing, and it was a lot of fun.
That
So
video
I'm
he did,
listening
Sturgis
to the
Doesn't
side
Care, is
chat,
one of the best I've ever seen.
the two
Oh.
people in the side chat. I'm just want to know who is in the side chat. Just say hi, go fuck yourself, something.
Well, I'll
just
tell you,
wanna
go
know
fuck
who's in there.
yourself. I mean,
Have you
I mean-
looked at Ryan's channel yet? That Sturgis Doesn't Care. Seen how many views it's got?
how many's it got now? I've seen the
I think
video.
The last time I looked, it was like 275,000 or something like that. I think.
That's kind of low, I thought.
For what it should be a lot more than that.
Yeah. That and his Every Mile of Memory should both be in the millions, in my opinion.
Well,
Sturgis
Every
Doesn't
Mile of Memory
Care.
would have been better if he
243.
hadn't put my ass in it.
243.
243 is what he's at.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
know
that's-
Every Mile
last
of
time I
Memory
talked to
had.
Ryan,
Should be way more than that. That's the best Sturgis video I've ever seen. It's really good. And the thing that's irritating is the whole, all you got to do is the thumbnail of some chick winning pasties, and all of a sudden you got 350,000
Hey,
views.
leave
because
my
you
whole
got chick-
strategy alone, damn it.
No, I mean, seriously, I'm
No,
always
I
like,
should've
dudes,
posted
just
a
go to
video like that.
Pornhub.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
But you got videos like Ryan's that people should be watching because it's good and it means something and it tells the story, and then you got like, oh, these bartenders, you know, just go to Pornhub, man. Why bother with that? Like, go to YouTube and watch that. Like, it's dumb.
last time I talked to Ryan, the South Dakota Tourism Board they'd been talking
Yeah.
Wow.
about trying to do something with that.
The Every Mile of Memory is only 1,500 views.
Damn.
That should be a
Can't be.
shit ton more than that.
No, that's got to be more than that.
Pretty sure I watched it like 300 times trying to get all the damn numbers.
67,000.
Well, it would have been better if he hadn't put my ugly ass in it. So that's probably what's dragging it
Well,
down.
you couldn't see you until you're already watching it. So, I mean, it's not like you were the thumbnail.
I don't understand it. I really don't get how the algorithm works. You know, like, I don't know. I think a lot of it's low hanging fruit. It's like, so
Honestly,
basically,
I've been told that having a face in the thumbnail, doesn't matter if it's a pretty face or even my face, helps with the views because apparently it seems more real at that point. Doesn't seem as staged or something.
there's a lot of theories, but I mean, he did a 5,000 mile ride video where he camped most of the way, but yet,
whoa, hold up, brother, hold up. When you need to see this one. Hey, brother.
Hey,
I love man boobs on camera. Let me tell you.
Can you hear
Buddy
us?
boy,
How you doing, brother?
how you doing, man?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
hey.
So when you gonna go home tomorrow, you think, or what?
That's what we're thinking. I'll know later. Am I echoing?
No, you're good.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Well, you just tell you're on a phone. So
There we go. I was echoing.
How you feeling, man?
The other people that have joined in the side chat that I didn't see until just now, Venus and DDK, and that's it. Thank you all for joining. But how you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good.
Better now, right?
Yeah, now that I know what's going on, they are still trying to figure out what's causing it, but
Yeah.
we're working on it.
Hey, at least they're doing something as opposed to doing nothing.
Very true. I just figured I'd
Instead-
pop on for a minute. I was bored sitting here in the hospital.
Glad you did.
I'm glad you did, man.
Glad you
I
did, buddy.
understand that, but not to the extent that you've been there this year.
Well, there's plenty of people out there that's been here worse than I have.
Oh yeah.
But I just wanted to come on and say Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas to you, bud.
Same to you,
Merry
man.
Christmas to you, buddy.
Didn't
Do
mean
what you got to do to get right, man. Don't
You fighting,
push it.
man.
Didn't mean to interrupt your show. Just
Nah.
I don't know.
Dude, you are a welcome interruption. We're
Try to hide
happy to
my
hear
nipple.
from you.
Yes.
So
I-
what are they telling you? You gonna?
I feel like shit because I didn't know that you were back in the hospital until the Baggers and Brews live stream.
oh well, it's not a big deal.
Well, it kind of is. You're in the hospital.
Yeah, you're in the hospital, dude. We didn't know.
It's a thing.
It kind of is a small thing, at least. I mean,
So they tell me.
So they tell me.
but I don't check the Discord all that often, so I still feel like shit. But
People have lives, man. I don't expect everybody's life to stop just because of me being in the hospital.
well, buddy, you're a brother, so
Yeah, well, we all have lives and we all miss shit from time to time. It ain't that big a deal. But I do appreciate everybody's concern, of course. No DDK, I no longer have a front butt. It's pretty smooth now. Holes have gotten bigger.
He's like a model now. He's going to be like on Sports
Mhm.
Illustrated swimsuit edition now.
And it's got a candle wick sticking out the hole.
Well, that's sexy.
Mm-hmm.
You can whip it around at the missus like,
Yeah.
come get you some.
nope.
It's just your leash. She'll use that as a leash to pull you around.
Wow.
They have
Wow.
I call it
How was
I call
Terry
it
doing?
gauze ribbon. It looks like a thin ribbon of gauze, and they pack the hole with it, and they leave a little bit hanging out. So I call it the candle wick.
Well, don't light it.
Well, Venus, it actually kind of smells like somebody already did. Smells like a hospital's burning somewhere.
You feeling better though, buddy? I mean,
Oh, I feel
Come on.
fine now.
How long
Once
you
it
feeling bad
popped and
before,
it
man?
relieved all that pressure, I haven't been in any pain and haven't really felt bad since. My potassium was really low, so they put potassium in my IV, and that'll light your ass on fire. I mean, it literally feels like you're burning from the inside out. Got
been there,
that back,
done that.
and since then it's just been antibiotics.
Oh, good. Sounds like they got things under control. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
I'm glad they're figuring something out, bud.
me too. Hopefully, they'll figure out.
Obviously, you're probably more glad than what we are, but
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Because I'm sick of this.
Doesn't seem fun.
Damn, I should have asked her to tie knots in that ribbon before she put it in there. Just to fuck with the next nurse. That
Do you
would
have
have
a
been
pull
They-
start?
So, Dupe, do they have you on pain meds?
no.
No. Okay.
When I first went to the first hospital's ER, they gave me pain medication. I didn't even tell them I was in pain. They just, I figured, assumed. And they're like, "Do you want morphine or Dilaudid?" I'm like, Dilaudid.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you just got to make sure they don't.
I've never had
get
Dilaudid,
a
so
mix
I
up
don't
and
know
give
if it would
you.
work, but morphine didn't do shit for me.
Yeah,
You just got to make sure
exactly.
they don't mix it. Just make sure they don't mix up your pain meds and give you Viagra instead or something.
Well, it's funny. The antibiotic that they're giving me in pill form is actually blue.
Damn it, Phoenix.
Yeah, there we go. I did a modification to myself over the winter.
Well, I'm glad you're in good spirits, man. Get better soon. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't joke about it, I'd sit here and worry myself to death and just be miserable. So I've got to make fun of it and figure out
I
a way to
absolutely agree
mess
with
with
that.
the nurses here. Luckily, most of them have a personality and sense of humor, and they've already learned not to pay attention to shit I say.
That's good, bud. As long as you're building a little bit of a rapport with them and they know that just because you say this doesn't mean that, you're actually pissed off at this point in time. It's just,
Yeah. Now, 2:30 this morning in the ER at this hospital, me and that doctor, we went around. Um, I actually got so mad, I asked the nurse to remove my IV, and she's sitting behind her desk, and she looks at me and goes, "I'm with a patient right now." I said, "Well, fine, I'll remove the motherfucker myself." And I stood there and ripped the IV out and tossed it on her desk. I said, "Thank you." Went in
That's
my
the kind of
little,
behavior we don't need.
went in
Right.
my little room and started packing my shit up. The doctor come running in there and he's like, "I really wished you wouldn't leave." I said, "Well, I really wished you wouldn't lie to me and send me here for no reason. I've been sitting here since 10 p.m. last night waiting on a room upstairs that y'all said you had and that I needed to be here. Once I get here, you tell me there was no reason for me to be here. I could have done all this that you're going to do at home." I said, "So now what's going to happen because of the ice and all on the roads? I'm not asking my wife to drive down a mountain for 2 hours to come get me. So you're going to put me in a room until the road's clear." I said, "And before you do that, I'm going outside and smoking a cigarette." He said, "Well, that's against hospital policy. I don't know if they'll allow that." I said, "I wasn't asking. I'm fucking telling you. I'm going outside to smoke a cigarette. I will be back. I'm not leaving the property, so don't discharge me. I will be back." I went out and smoked my cigarette right in front of security when the security guard sitting in there just looking at me like, "God damn it."
He's probably thinking, look at this dumbass.
Probably.
but hey, brother, you're on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we care about.
Yeah.
Penis, no, I don't need a new cup from this hospital, Penis.
Those are expensive cups. You don't want any more of them.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you already got it. You might as well just take it home.
Actually, I
It's hard
don't.
to
They
get through
give,
no matter
they give
what.
you little styrofoam cups here. They're cheap.
Fucking really?
Yeah.
Just got to talk to the nurses, the night shift nurses. They'll go get you a good cup.
Yeah.
They'll hook
Hey,
you
I
right
seen a
up.
nipple.
Yeah. See, there's my hospital cup.
Fuck that.
Children, I'm going to sign off. I need to go take medicine and pass the fuck out.
All right, brother.
Here,
Well,
I am
don't let me
coughing
run
and
you
feeling
off.
like
I'm going
acid.
to jump off of here myself. I just wanted to pop on and say Merry Christmas to y'all.
You be good. Take care of yourself. And
Yeah,
I know it's hard, but do as they tell you, you little
I am.
bastard.
I am.
Oh, you
And,
just told us a story about how you're doing as they say. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. Fuck you.
well, that was because they weren't telling me anything other than I didn't need to be here after traveling an hour and a half in the back of an ambulance to be here for
That's
a number
frustrating.
of hours waiting.
Yeah.
And it pissed me off because I'm taking up a bed in the emergency room where people actually need it. And
That's
I'm
true.
just sitting there waiting on a room to come open upstairs. I mean, I just thought that was ridiculous as hell.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Love you all to death. Be good. If we don't talk before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas.
All right,
You too,
Take care,
TJ.
TJ. Have a good
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas, man.
Tell the family Merry Christmas for us all. Happy New
Will
Year.
do. See y'all.
See you,
Give
brother.
Miss Monkey a hug
Hopefully I
for
see
me.
you in June. Don't know if you actually heard that or not, but hopefully I see you in June, bud.
Back in the flash.
What do you say?
Anyway, I'm going to jump off of here myself. Like I said, I just wanted to jump on real quick, tell y'all Merry Christmas.
No,
Thank
Merry
you, brother.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to
I'd
you.
rather
Get
talk to
better.
people face to face, even though it's over video, than typing it out. It seems to mean more.
Brother, I'm glad you jumped on.
Well, I'm happy you jumped on too.
I've been
Drew.
wondering about you after
Yeah.
the Baggers and Brews live stream. Like I said, I didn't know that you went back to the hospital. So,
I didn't know either.
I'm still ugly.
well,
I mean, you know.
so am I. So,
I haven't let them throw in any plastic surgery to help my looks out yet.
I can't afford plastic surgery, and honestly, I don't know what to do to help me. I'm just too far fucking gone. So,
Well, I wouldn't mind having some hair implants.
no, fuck that. Then I have to fucking cut it. So,
Hair's
before,
highly
like, that's
overrated.
too fucking much.
Then you got to cut it.
I missed my hair.
I've missed mine for like 25 years, so I'm over it.
Ever since COVID.
No, I'm glad to see you, bud. I didn't realize you were back in the hospital either, like Busted said. So I'm glad you're doing well. Glad you jumped back on. Take care of yourself. You guys have a good Christmas. Happy holidays here, man.
Tell Terry we said hi. Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Yep, will do.
All the hoopla that comes along with all that shit.
Yep, I will do, and y'all do the same. And I'll talk to, well, most of y'all in the Discord.
Yeah, there's some dumb fucker in here that hasn't joined the Discord yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about me. Oh, sorry. Damn. You know, I just, you know, I can't join the Discord, man. I just gotta, you know, I gotta be able to take care of my hair. You know what I'm saying? Because I got this hair up here. You know what I'm saying?
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Yeah, you can't wait till. Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna get him in January when I go down to Dallas, Texas. So when I go down to Dallas, so. No, Drew, but it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Get yourself better, man. Get yourself better.
I love all you guys. I really do. Even though I give you shit, and I'm sure I
Brother,
aggravate
if you didn't give us shit, we would think that you're pissed off at us. And I would hope that you would think the exact same thing.
Damn
You'd be
right.
worried if you weren't.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fellas. Y'all have a great night.
Hey, love you, brother. Merry Christmas.
man.
Happy New Year. Happy
Y'all too.
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, blah, 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 blah.
Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Kiss his ass. Kiss my ass.
Hey, happy holidays.
Happy holidays, bro.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Fuck that. Merry Christmas. Love you, brother.
Night, guys.
All right, man.
Take care, buddy.
Excuse me. So.
All right, so we get a decision to make. Are we going to keep going? And I get another beer, or do I go to sleep?
We can keep going for a little bit longer because I still have the better part of a beer.
And then I have to go get another beer.
How far is another beer? And what beer are you drinking?
I am drinking a local. It's called Snake Hollow IPA.
Have you drank that on
Amber-
live stream before? Or
Yeah.
It sounds
Little
familiar.
brewery, Potosi, Wisconsin. It's home of the North American Beer Brewing Museum. Remember the movie Bigfoot with the big wheel truck, right? Remember that?
No.
Back in like late 70s, early 80s. That was like the beginning of the big monster trucks.
Brad,
Bigfoot
Brad,
truck.
Brad, don't say late 70s, early 80s to Busted or me. Don't say that.
Dude,
I
I
know,
wasn't
you were like a
alive
twinkle in
until
your mom and dad's eye.
so
All right, so but
Sorry.
you know you know Bigfoot the truck, right?
I know Bigfoot. Yes, Bigfoot
Yes.
was built off of a Ford F-250 in the late
1978.
80s. It was a
1978
'78 truck, but it
F-250.
wasn't built
Yep.
until like the mid '80s or late '80s.
All right, so that truck premiered. That made its debut on the movie Take This Job and Shove It.
No, it didn't make
Which
its
was
debut
filmed.
then. It was doing local
filmed-
shows.
It did its film debut, which
Oh, film
actually made it
debut, yeah.
nationally.
Film debut.
In that movie was filmed in Potosi, Wisconsin. It used to be the Potosi Brewing Company. Well, it went bankrupt decades ago. Well, then it kind of got reopened, and when that movie came out, that was like started the whole thing. Now it's really cool. They make the best
Hey,
amber
night, Cass.
IPA you've ever had.
There it is.
See you, Chris. Take care, buddy. So anyway, it's local IPA. It's an amber IPA, and I love it. Good stuff. You might actually be able to find that. Just look for the green can. I'll go get one. I'll show you.
I've got a green can. It's sitting on the counter. It's empty. It's not. It's a
Mhm.
Revolution Brewing
Mm.
green can, but it's a green can.
Mm.
Ugh. I just wanted to switch over to garage beer because I had one of each.
What are you
of the
What are you
Revolution.
drinking now?
Coors Light.
Bruce? Oh.
My usual, because you can't get anything else in this fucking town other than your standard beer.
Well, I mean, but you live in a small town, so.
Yeah. But
Mhm.
I was driving through the bigger town north of me, and they said, "Oh yeah, we have X amount of beers." All right, I'm stopping there either after I drop the wife off or on the way to the house.
Mhm.
I stopped on the way back to the house, and nothing really sounded good. I'm like, hell, I've had one beer out of this 12 pack. One of the 4 out of this 12 pack. Might as well give the other 3 a try. And I've liked them all so far. I mean, I made sure that the one that I liked was the last one I drank. So
Quality control is utmost importance. You never know when you might get a bad beer. Just saying.
I've never found a bad beer.
Well, no.
Well,
You
other
find
than
differing
Miller Lite,
degrees of
but-
good, but okay. So here's the. So I was on the Discord with Bert earlier. I was kind of giving him some crap. Was that not entertaining? Watching them guys do the beer review, the blind taste test of just common domestic beers. I thought that was just hilarious.
It was fun. I couldn't watch it live, so I was just kind of listening to it while I was at work, on a replay. So it didn't carry as much weight to me.
Oh, you
But I
had to
thought it was
watch it.
fun.
Yeah, if you'd have watched it, the look on.
Oh, I
George's
can't watch it live
face
because I have to be at work at
sometimes.
11 o'clock at night. So
Oh my God, that was just hilarious. So they taste some of those and just the look on their face, and
I
then,
would
then
I
to
would
find
like to
out what they
watch
thought they were.
Dallas and Droop's live of Droop's beer tasting, but is one of those things where they were still live when I went to work, so I listened to the live part of it, and I'm like, I don't really want to listen to up until that point. No offense,
Well,
Droop and Dallas, I love you both, but I watched part of it live. I really don't care to watch the rest of it in a replay.
I told Bert today. I said, it's surprising that I don't think I'm too far off.
So
if you
apparently you're not friends with Droop no more. Sorry.
Potosi, Drew. Potosi, not Pelosi. Potosi.
Get some new glasses there, Drew. Come on, buddy.
Potosi. Okay. Anyway, no, I said, I'll bet if you did that with a lot of people, beers that they've drank week in, week out, day in, day out, whatever, and you did the blind taste testing, I'll bet a lot of people wouldn't probably get it right.
I would agree with that. I mean, for garage beer, if you were throwing the oddball IPA in on top of it, and like Bert and George said, they probably need to do a local IPA taste test, see how they can get, because they don't drink garage beer, shit beer, very often. Actually, they don't drink it at all. Apparently, they don't really have a garage beer because they're gonna sit there and drink the $20 a case shit. I can't afford the $20 a case shit, so or $20 a 12 pack. I'll drink the $20 a case shit.
I told Bert, I said, that's why you can't put Kama beer in a finely tuned instrument like Baggers and Brews.
Yeah, I was there for that part of it.
Oh, Drew, a glare on it. Hey, I understand, Drew. Drew. Yeah. Easy mistake to make. That was funny, though. She
That was
cracked him pretty
funny.
good.
Sorry, Dallas, if you see this, but no, that was funny.
It was.
Droop, I have enjoyed every single one of your live streams that I have watched on Rewind, even. But if I catch the tail end of it, the last hour live, for some reason I can't go back and rewatch it. Call me weird, but
I love the long
reason I
live
just can't
stream.
do it.
I sit down in my office in the basement. I turn the TV on. I just turn on to like a 3 or 4 hour live stream. And I just let it play, and then I do my thing. It keeps me entertained because there ain't jack shit worth watching on TV.
Hey,
Yeah.
Good night, DDK.
Night, DDK.
DDK. Happy
Take it
holidays.
easy. We don't want you to strain
Merry
yourself
Christmas.
too much.
Yeah.
The cold sucks.
Just be careful down there in Tennessee. Just be careful down there, DDK. Love you, buddy.
Are they getting some of that freezing rain shit down there? I bet they are. Or they're probably right on the edge of the.
They're
rain
south
or
of
snow.
us, so probably.
I'd rather have 6 inches of snow than freezing rain.
Well, fuck yeah, but take what you can get and hold on. Oh wait, it's just fucking black out there. Yeah, the weatherman lied to us. They're predicting 6 to 10 inches. I went, it's not gonna fucking happen.
Too cold.
Less or right at a week later, 3 to 6 inches. I went, that's 3 inches is still be on the high side of what we're actually going to get. 1 to 3.
I think
Okay, that's more like it. And we've got less than an inch out there.
I think they said right now, as of like 5 o'clock today, we had 4 inches, but it's been blowing between 30 and 50 mile an hour.
Well, Jack, that
So, I
got
mean,
really
it's
dark.
just-
Did you turn off a light or
Where did
what,
Jack
dude?
go?
He's still there, but he's not there. I mean, I can still move him and you. So he's still there.
Yeah. wish I could figure out some way that I could look at the comments of the chat while we're
Well,
on like this.
You're on your iPad, right?
Yeah, I know that's the
You may not
problem.
be
The
able to
iPad
type,
can't.
but to the
Well, I can flip
the
it. I
side
can read
chat
them,
where
but then
there's
I can't
looks like
see
there's a
you.
chat box. It'll say private chat at the top, and then comments at the top right next to it.
Yeah, I know I can do that, but then I can't see you guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sorry, I
When
can't
you're
help
on
you
when
then.
you're on the computer, when I'm on my laptop, I can see the comments and still be on camera.
Yeah, can't do that on an iPad.
I'm on my iPhone right now, so
Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I get a MacBook, and that's what I do my live streams off of. So
So you like your MacBook?
I like my MacBook. I fucking hate Apple as a company. I hate Apple phones. I hate iPhones. I hate the way they operate.
I guess if you get used to it. So here's the thing. I've got the DJI Pocket 2, that little handheld camera, which is, I love it, right? So I don't have a GoPro, but I've got a built-in gimbal. I can hold more freaking video than I could possibly shoot. I don't have to worry about, is it recording or not recording? Like you have issues with some of the GoPro crap. And I have the DJI drone. What's nice about those two systems and Apple is if I want to download my pictures or video from the handheld camera, I can plug it into a lightning plug or the C-type plug and just drops it right into my photos. If I'm on the drone, I can connect my iPhone or my iPad to the drone, and wirelessly it just drops everything right into my phone or my iPad. So it's very easy to use.
Well,
That's the good part.
my
But
GoPro, right now it was being, for some reason I cannot use it as a webcam whenever I'm the host. But I was using it the entire time as a webcam when I was on Baggers and Brews. For some reason it works just fine then. But when I'm the host, fuck you, I'm done. But as far as uploading to the cloud and shit like that, yes, it takes a while. But honestly, it's not meant for speed. It's meant for action. I'm running a GoPro 9, so I mean it's not built for speed, it's built for shock. You know, being bounced around, being thrown underwater, shit like that. So I don't have, I'm not expecting the damn GoPro to take a 1,000 megapixel camera or picture. To me, it's a video recorder that has a shit ton of extras on it.
well, so the reason I ask is I've got an option. I can get a company Mac computer if I want. I've never used a Mac computer. Everything I've always had is Windows based. I mean,
Up until this
I know-
point, that's what I've owned too. So
so I know, using the handheld and the drone and getting pictures and video files moved back and forth. Apple platform is really, really cool. It works seamlessly.
So
It's
what do you use
easy.
to edit videos?
I just use iMovie.
But you didn't
No, I
have
do.
a Mac before. Oh wait, you had your
My
iPad. Okay.
Mhm.
So you're gonna be able to do damn near just as much with the iPad as you will the Mac.
Okay,
Up
that's what
until-
I'm wondering. I've never used a Mac computer, so is it worth it, or do I just keep the iPad?
If I were you, I continue using your iPad. That's what you're used to, unless you want to upgrade your editing software.
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
I'm not looking at making that much work out of it.
DaVinci. I use DaVinci Resolve, the free version of it. You can get it on the iPad now, so it's pain in the ass to use until you get used to it. Honestly, iMovie is really fucking easy. But
For what I do, if you really get into even the iMovie, you can change the colors and tones. You can do all that crap.
yeah, you can
I don't give a
enhance
crap about
shit.
that.
And I've done that on a video or two.
I'm just looking to capture, all the fun and stupid shit we do to share with family and friends. And if somebody doesn't like watching it on my channel, I don't give two shits. I'm not looking at trying to get 1,000 subscribers and make money at this. That ain't my
Hey,
thing. If you're
good night,
going to
Tom.
get that, see you, buddy. Merry Christmas.
Later, Fat Glad.
Have a good one, brother.
I mean,
Tell the
you
wife
get to
we
that
said
level.
hi.
To me, if you're going to get to that level where you're worried about editing videos and color contrast and blah blah, you're making a job out of it. I got plenty to keep me busy. I don't need to worry about that. Some people like doing it. That's fine, but
Well, I have a question about this. Did you get her an upgrade to her bike there, Fat Glide, that we are not privy to yet? Just a yes or no. You ain't got to answer the question with the actual part, but
Yes.
plead the fifth. Plead the fifth, buddy. Plead the fifth. Don't
Way to go,
don't
Fat
take the
Glide.
bait. Don't take the bait, man.
I mean, just yes or no if you get her part to her scooter or not. I mean, if she gets to work on her bike and then eventually we get to see the video of it, the three
thought her
of
first
us
video
might
was
be
really
slightly
good.
pissed off that you didn't tell us, that you actually got her scooter parts.
Yeah, we should get like the inside track here, shouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Well, just that he got the part or not. I mean, that's all I really care. I don't care what it is.
So Jack, did you get your bag situation figured out after you lost the bag that time?
Yeah, all I did was just buy the Rick Rack saddlebag bolts. I haven't had a problem with it since.
Now he just has a scratched up bag, so it
I just
doesn't
have
really
scratched
matter.
that bag, but hey. I mean, I can get that
Explode
fixed
like
whenever
my
I
buddies
want.
did, so
Hey, it just shows the bike's being ridden. It's not sitting in the garage. So
well,
I
one
think
of
of
my
it.
buddies went up to Wisconsin. One of the guys that I served with, he went up to Wisconsin and he made it 20 miles from the house.
Mm-hmm.
Wisconsin was a 10-hour ride, hang out and 10-hour ride back, whatever the hell it was he did. 20 miles from the house, he just hears, looks back, and there's a saddlebag sliding down the interstate. And he goes, "Oh, fuck." So he turned around, the next turnaround spot, and went down to the next turnaround spot and was headed back. And he goes, "Hey, there's my saddlebag." And then semi, boom. Yeah, there went my saddlebag.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, he said, "Fucking," just kept on driving. Didn't even try to stop, see if there's anything available.
Oh, shit.
Luckily, mine came off on a back farm to market road. So it went on a
Unfortunately for
main.
him, his wallet was in there, so he lost his credit card, his driver's license,
shit.
debit card, his military ID. Ah, fuck, dude. You fucked up by not trying to find your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that kind of stuff I would never put in my saddlebag.
It's always in my pocket. I don't know how
It's in my
people put their
pocket,
wallet in their
my
saddlebag.
coat pocket, my fairing cubby. I mean, that kind of stuff, you just don't put that in a saddlebag.
My wallet is always in my pocket. I can't put it in my saddlebag because you don't have control over it.
Best thing I ever did like 30 years ago is my kids bought me a You don't put it in your back pocket. It's a wallet that goes in your front pocket, like a real slim one. Love that thing. I was just sitting on my, sitting on your wallet. You put it in your pocket, and then your hips get out of whack, and your fucking lower back hurts. And
Well,
I went to that front.
this is
Yeah,
all
kind of
mine.
same
It's
thing.
about a half-inch thick, so it's not too bad. And everything I actually need, see, I got my work badge, my concealed carry card, my VFW card. And my license in one side.
The best part about that little wallet like that is it forces you to only keep what you really got to keep. You don't start keeping a bunch of crap you'll never use. You just
Then
don't
on
have
the other
room
side, I have
for
my
it.
debit card, my family card, my insurance card, and a gift card to a place that I've been to exactly 3 times. Twice was in the same day because I got the gift card, so that was the second time being there that day.
Cabela's?
No, it's a local pub and grub. I won the gift card at a punch card ride, they call it. Apparently, Fat Glad's not going to tell us what she got, or that he even actually got her a motorcycle present. And if that's the case, we're just going to have to end this live stream.
It's all Fat Glide's fault.
Yep.
We're blaming you, Fat Glide.
The one solo person watching this, it's all your fault.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't join with us.
Mm.
God, we've been on here 2 hours already.
Yep.
Holy crap!
I'm really kind of surprised too. I mean,
Damn. It went by fast.
it really did.
When you have great friends, and we all, the conversation just flows. Hell,
Yeah, it's about time
You
we
know, it
pass the hell out.
isn't it funny though? Have you noticed this? And maybe we talked about it. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. For the last couple of years, there's a lot of us. We've got to know each other through these live streams, even
Yeah.
though we may not have physically met.
Mhm.
But now we get on a live stream and we call it. It's not our YouTube username. It's, hey Jack, hey TJ, hey George. We know each other even though we've never met.
Yeah, but
Is it
what's
just
my
me
name?
notice that, or I don't remember? I don't have a fucking clue.
I know
dude.
you. I know your name, Busted. I just don't say it because I know you like to keep your privacy.
Go ahead and tell me.
Is it Jeremy?
Yep. Okay. 'Cause
I mean,
haven't
I'm
been out
that
there very
way.
damn often, so I didn't know how many people actually knew it.
I knew it because you actually texted me. Actually, I'm supposed to send you some stickers, and I don't think I've ever done that yet. My bad.
I've
It's on me.
texted you.
You messaged me, and then we can change numbers, and I actually got you in my contacts.
I don't think I have you in my phone though. Have I sent you stickers?
No. Well, that was the whole deal. We were gonna exchange. I don't think we ever did it. I just got busy and
Well,
kind of
then
forgot.
go ahead and text me your address because I know your name. I know your first and last name, so I mean, go ahead and text me your address. Part of it. I'll work on getting
Alright.
stickers sent. And Jack, you might as well go ahead and text me your address on Discord because I don't think I ever sent you any, or not on Discord because you don't have the Discord.
No, I don't have the Discord. I guess I got to message you on Instagram.
On Instagram, I guess will work.
7898 Old Highway 50.
There you
Flora,
go.
Illinois.
Hey.
Mhm.
Not everybody needs to know my address. I might have a stalker out there. You know it.
You're actually that famous to where you think you're that famous
I
to have a
just might
stalker?
have that one fucking asshole that will show up at my door going, "You were fucking wrong about this, motherfucker."
You're
You were wrong. You were wrong about this Kimimoto thing, whatever. heated vest.
Hey, I paid money for that and it fucking works. I used it earlier tonight because it's kind of cold in this damn house.
Hmm.
It's only 65 degrees in this house.
Hmm. Now, but I mean, it is. And then I will say that, you know, I know you guys would probably say the same thing. When you actually do meet somebody that all you've really known them is either talking on here or on Instagram or something like that. But when you meet them in person, it just boom. It's like you've known each other for so, like, you know, obviously they're the only two people I've ever met in three is Truck and Biker, Knuckles TV, and Salty. I can tell you who they are on camera. That's who they are in person. And when I met them, it was
the same
just like
way.
we know each other.
Buffalo's the same way. Riding in the Ozarks. Ryan, Full Throttle Hog. He's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Dez is the exact same way. Most of the people that I met at Stubborn American were the exact same way. Adam, you know, he's been doing this long enough where he has a little bit of a bigger head than what he should, in my opinion. But he's still a good guy.
He's guarded.
Yeah.
He has to be.
He's got a little bit of a big head, but
no, I honestly
I do agree with you, Brad.
I think I had in Sturgis last year.
well, Droop, if you already know my address, you haven't sent me any damn stickers, so I'm a little bit pissed off about that.
All right, Drew, Jack, you guys got to send me your address so I can send you some stickers. No, honestly, I think the most fun I had last year at Sturgis was the first 3 or 4 days. I got there early, and Ryan and I kind of coordinated, and between me and Ryan and Des, and I mean, we had more fun, no pressure. And then as more and more YouTubers kind of showed up, we did the opening bike ride at the Chip. And, you know, I think I did the thing on Instagram. TJ, Adam, just tons of people we've either been on live streams with or watched their videos or watched their channels. That was the most fun by far.
See, I didn't go last year. I went the year before. And the only meetup that I knew was happening other than Badgers rolling into the Chip and shit like that, which obviously I wanted to do that ride. I tried to do that ride, but there was no way I could pull off the hotel room cost, basically. And I just, how would I want to put it? I was trying to make it. I was going to try and find a sponsor for the ride. So I just went ahead and bought the Buffalo Chip, the 14-day, you know, the biggest fucking pass you can get, because they were going to show up a day before the rally is what the schedule was. So I bought the whole week because it didn't show one day before the rally, then the whole rally. Then I showed up Tuesday night, didn't check in till Wednesday morning, and I had the time of my damn life. Tuesday night sucked. It was cold Tuesday morning when I left the house. Warmed up by the time I got 2 hours from the house, took the helmet off, never put it back on until I reached Rapid City. And it was a fucking downpour. And then by the time I made it to Sturgis, it was clear. I got gas, got my picture for my 1,100 plus miles, 24 hours, my iron butt pictures. And my house was cooking right now because the wind's blowing a little bit. But I went to Buffalo Chip to check in. They go, we don't allow check-ins after 9 o'clock. 9:15, God damn it. Well, we don't allow check-ins after 9 o'clock. All the women in the office have gone. I'm like, well, fuck. I'm not getting a damn hotel room at this fucking point in time because there ain't no way hell I can afford it. There's no other campground I know of that I can go to because, like Glencoe, you can't buy a 3-day pass with Glencoe. You have to buy a whole 2-week pass.
Yeah, if you think you're going to get any sleep at Glencoe,
military biker, Canadian vet, and Marine rider, they bitched about Buffalo Chip. I had zero problems. And the first time I said that, somebody goes, well, it's because you got drunk every night. I got buzzed one night.
Some people can sleep with noise around them, doesn't bother them. Some people can't. I can tell you one thing: John cannot sleep with noise around him.
Hey, Drew,
John,
I think you got that backwards, brother. Terrible stalker, great friend.
So John, Canadian vet and Ryder and I, we've been going back and forth. So he's coming to Sturgis. He's going to stay with me, but not staying at the Chip. Stay at Glencoe. We're going to stay at that little campground I stayed at last year, and it's nice. It's neat. They're friendly. They're wonderful people.
I wonder
3 meals a day.
Ryan's going to do next year.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder the trip that Ryan's going to do next year. Supposed to be going to Alaska with Adam.
Oh, I hadn't heard about that.
They were discussing it at Stubborn. Because it was Bedlam, right? Bedlam's
I
Bikers
know
Island?
his YouTube channel,
yeah. He said something to me. I'm like, Ryan and Adam, they'd be a good fit there, minus the drone footage for Ryan. He goes, I'll assume challenge. So he goes, hey, I challenge you all to show up to Hog Rock in June. Adam goes, supposed to be in Alaska at that point, or on my way to Alaska at that point. And Ryan goes, I've been wanting to talk to you about that.
Well,
He goes, you want to go? Yeah. Okay, let's go.
So we've actually been talking with Stevie and military biker and John, the Canadian biker, about doing a meetup and going to Canada, going up through Banff and up into Stevie's kind of neck of the woods there. Haven't got anything nailed down as far as where we're going to meet and when. Probably after Sturgis, but try and do something before it gets too cold.
They plan on doing Alaska in June, so
yeah, that's great. I hadn't heard that. Usually, Brian and I usually talk every couple of weeks. Well, good for them.
I mean, if Adam's looking for a veteran to take along with him on that trip, I'll volunteer as tribute. I mean, I'll throw that shameless plug out there. Dear God, I would love to ride to Alaska.
I would love to ride in Alaska, but I don't think I want to ride to Alaska.
And then ride Alaska and Hawaii on a rented bike. But if riding to Alaska would be the fucking cat's ass.
I would love to ride in Alaska, but I do not want to ride to Alaska.
I'm not going to do it in one day, and I guarantee Adam and Ryan won't either.
Well, probably not, but my old fat ass. is going to park the bike in the trailer, and I'm going to sit in the truck with the heat or AC on. And
Yeah, the cold
Just remember-
doesn't bother me until it gets below 70, as far as having to put on extra clothing to ride. So do it in June. It'll be a little bit chilly, but a
So
hoodie
you
I
have-
should be fine. Leather coat I should be fine.
yeah, you have in your life as you get older thirds, right? So you can do
Well,
anything.
you're as old as
buck-ass
Father
naked.
Time himself, so
Right, so you can do anything buck-ass naked, up till 30. And after 30, you're going to put a T-shirt on. After 40, you're going to put a sweatshirt on. And after 50, you're going to say, fuck this shit. I'm going to get on a fucking truck and park that damn thing in a trailer, and I'm just going to fucking drive my ass up there. And you hit 55, you're like, you're a bunch of fucking idiots. What are you doing? So keep that in mind. Those are the 3 stages of life.
all right. Well, I think I'm gonna call it, boys. We are 2 hours, 21 minutes into it. We have one person watching, which is probably the Droop,
Mm-hmm.
and we've never had more than 4 all night. So
But we had a
I
damn
stand
good
up to
time.
We had a
chance
damn
to
good
do
time, though.
anything tonight. Wait, we'll finish this beer, which I don't have much left.
Brad, when are you coming down to when are you going down to Dallas? You know yet?
I don't have any dates confirmed. I've got to go to Arizona the 9th through the 13th of January. And then my boss wants to drag me down to Dallas to meet with some chem manufacturers. And he hasn't figured out exactly when that is, but I'm thinking it's either going to be second or third week of January or February.
Okay.
But as soon as I find out anything, I'll let you know.
All right. So I'll either ride or drive up there. Since I live in Texas and we can pretty much ride year round. So
Thanks, man. Making me feel better.
Yeah.
If so,
I knew that
Dude,
one was coming.
dude, I've got more vacation days than I could possibly burn. I never use them all. If I get a beat on when I have to be there,
Mhm.
I might give you a jingle and just show up like 3 days ahead of time. Come down like on a Thursday afternoon, catch a Thursday afternoon flight down.
Mhm.
You and I can, I'll ride a bike, whatever, do some riding Fridays.
Well, I mean,
Saturday, Sunday.
okay.
Hey, Brad,
I know
you want to say something funny?
You're going to.
Sorry. So I can run year round, He's still talking. There he
Really?
is.
There he
Really?
is.
You gonna be like that?
Be like what?
Well, Brad, if you're going
Hey,
to Dallas,
Hold up. Let's read this one.
I'm gonna finish eating my catfish and shrimp leftovers.
Hey, good night, brother. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy
Happy
Hanukkah.
holidays.
Take care, buddy.
Take care of yourself, Drew.
Tell us to go fuck ourselves. We love you, brother. Take care of yourself. That's all that really matters.
Only in the South can you get catfish and leftover shrimp for supper at a hospital.
Mhm.
Right? Never been a fucking option when I was there.
Anyway, Jack, you were saying.
If you're going to Dallas, if you're going, really?
Sorry, I had to.
Love you
Okay.
too, bud.
One
Love you
last
too,
time.
Busted. So, if you're,
You just waited
Both
for
hands.
it.
yeah, I'm just waiting for it to do it again. I'm like, why the fuck do I keep talking? That's it.
Both hands. I don't
Show me
have
your
a
hands,
hand
damn
like Tweedledee, so
Thank you. Dallas, where you'll be, is about 3 hours from me. So
no, Dallas is in Tennessee.
I'm talking about Dallas, Texas, the city.
Oh,
Well,
Oh yeah.
so what I'll do is when I get a beat on when I have to be down there,
Mhm.
my boss is super cool. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go down weekend, 3 days ahead of time so I can go ride motorcycle. He's like, yeah, okay, fine. I just need to know what's the closest airport for me to fly into. Is it San Antonio, Austin? I mean, what?
To me, it
Yeah.
would be Austin.
Okay, I will reach out. We'll
Mhm.
communicate before then and
Yeah.
get a plan together. And
So I'm
then-
guessing. So I'm
So
guessing
wait,
you want to do
Brad,
that
you get paid to
ride.
travel?
So I'm guessing you want to do that ride. I can't see his hand, so I don't know if you can do it to me.
Brad, you get paid to travel?
Huh?
You get paid to travel?
Yeah.
And you work for Junk Deere?
No.
Did you
No.
used to work for Junk Deere?
Used to years and years ago.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are y'all hiring so that I could travel too?
Well, are you good with equipment, geospatial analytics?
I'm good with being an asshole.
Yeah, I get you halfway there, but you gotta know what button to click.
Damn it. All
We
right.
can
Well,
figure it out.
All right,
I'm
we'll
going
be in
with
touch,
boys.
Jack.
Let's go,
Right.
man.
good
Merry
night.
Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas,
New Year.
everybody.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy holidays.
Happy Hanukkah. I refuse to say that happy H, but hey,
Stay safe. Stay warm.
there's that. And be a douchebag every chance you get. Be an asshole every chance you get.
All right, take care, boys.
Night.